LinkedIn has actually my life.
Building a startup is nowhere to be easy. There's so many sacrifices.
You actually want to fall. You want to fail. You fail on purpose.
I used to think if I'm strong enough and I'm capable enough, I can just surpass this emotion.
Before I thought, oh, this means that I have to do everything. I have to design, I have to develop, I have to do marketing, but actually, how do we balance being founders building a mental health app with the reality that building a startup isn't always good for your mental health? Before, I thought, oh, I have to have everything together. I have to know everything. But the truth is that
I've been afraid of failing. And now for me, right now, I'm like, so what?
I think it's kind of like dating in a way.
You need a strong mental health to build a mental health startup.
What's your most controversial take from this year? Welcome to the Moodroom podcast. I'm Saya.
I'm Nya.
And,
I'm Nya.
And this is going to be an interesting series. We have this couch in the studio and this app that we're building. It's a self-care app that helps you manage your emotions and also build really cute and cozy rooms, just like this one. So this is our effort at documenting the journey while we're still building it, while we're still in chaos mode and don't have anything figured out yet, but we're still showing up. We're going to be talking about all the tea, everything we're going through building this room, and sharing the progress with you because we are still young, dumb, and broke, truthfully. So I hope you enjoy this episode and welcome to the Moodroom. We have I'm so nervous, guys. We have Alexis in our studio audience. And Jimmy's over there doing his thing. We're at IntDev right now, where Moodroom is being built out of. And we're so happy that we get to be doing this.
Yes. Well, maybe then, do you want to give people an update on where we're at?
We started this project about a year and a half ago. It came out of UW when I dropped out of working at a law firm and I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. And I went back to school and started to think about how can I help other people not have to go through the things that I went through. And so I came up with Moodroom. And so we've been building, learning, iterating, revising, and also learning a lot about ourselves for the past year, trying and failing a lot. But right now we are building a product. I'm working on designs, talking to therapists, hiring out our team, but we're still building out our team. So yeah, I feel like the timeline of the startup syncs with the timing of my own personal life because I feel like when my life is chaotic and unstable, it comes onto the team too in many ways. And I say that because I think that we separate business from personal life a lot, but I actually think that everything you do is everything. It's who you are, it's how you behave. And so trying to find that consistency has been really good because I want to be the same me here as I am at home, as I am with my friends, as I am anywhere. This isn't just about Moodroom and the startup, but it's also about us as people.
Wait, can you talk more about it? Like, is it so hard to keep your life organized and calm and not messy and then have to like balance it with keeping Moodroom organized and not chaotic and not messy? Like, isn't that two full-time job?
Yeah, I mean, you've seen me, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you don't see everything, but I think that I've spent so much of the past couple months here until like 2, 3 a.m. We've been talking at night and of course, work-life balance, but also I've learned that it's not just what you do or how much time you put into things, but it's about creating energy. So I could do tenfold more, but have more energy because it's creating energy in my life too, versus maybe you're trying to condense everything down in your life. You're trying to get to the simplest thing possible. Because I think too of like the analogy of a race car, right? Any car could get from point A to point B, but it's the engine. It's your internal engine that is going to set the pace.
I resonate with what you're saying. The other day I was like, I need to rechange my engine. I need to make myself a better engine, a better mindset. Am I gonna wait for me to fail, or am I gonna keep learning and rewire and update my engine so that I can make sure that I get to that top of that mountain?
I like that because I think when we first started Moodroom, it was all about outcomes. How do we win this competition? How do we win this grant? How do we build a prototype? It's very clear binary accomplishments. But as you go on, it becomes so much more ambiguous, the work that you do day to day. Big things often take little things that add up, and that takes time. So for us, I think being able to fail in that process is
necessary.
Yeah. Like in the beginning, if we fail the competition, we fail the competition. It's black or white. But in the grand scheme of things, in the long game, failing once is okay because it gives you like the immune system almost to be able to overcome it next time.
It's going to be painful, but it's a necessary season to put in your hot pot. Season to at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Good hot pot need good seasoning.
Yeah. What's your most controversial take from this year after going through all of this?
Oh, well, like when people go on LinkedIn and there's so many people saying like, hey, I successfully raised a $15 million startups. It sounds so easy and very cool. It's not that easy. Building a startup is nowhere to be like easy. There's so many sacrifice that nobody talk about. They just go on LinkedIn and say, hey, I achieved this, I've achieved that. Bro, that's my hot take.
I agree with that. LinkedIn has actually my life, my mental health, everything. I wake up. Okay, I don't do this anymore.
Okay.
But I used to be a LinkedIn bro, okay? I would wake up, open LinkedIn, scream. Close LinkedIn.
And then text me.
Yeah.
And then text me. And I was sleeping. Sleeping. And then text me.
Be like, this startup just raised $15 million in 24 hours. What are we doing? You put this into perspective for me of, remember when you were saying, oh, on Instagram, you get all the bikini photos and the vacation photos. And then on LinkedIn, you get the really big seed round posts. It's just like, there's no end to human comparison. But I learned that like, you can only control what you can control. So there's no point in comparing yourself because everyone is at a different stage. And everyone had their ugly era. Ugly in the sense of maybe not knowing the direction or not having it together. But I think getting it together is just a choice. You're not going to just wake up one day and all of your dreams will happen. It takes intention, and there's actually a formula that you can follow to be able to get there. Like, you don't run a marathon in one day. I think when we first started Moodroom, I had to change my mindset a lot because the way that we got from no idea to validating the idea and getting all of this hype behind the idea is a very different procedure than scaling and growing and building. It's a completely different mindset. So once we decided, okay, this is for real, we're going to do this, it takes a completely different operating system to be able to run all of the things that we're doing now.
I agree. Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, why do I put myself in this startup life? But I secretly enjoy the struggle, the stress. I think what's been really helpful with my mental health is I've been afraid of failing. And now for me, right now, I'm like, so what? If I fail, I fail. But on my path to fail, I will learn as much as I can. And I will try as much as I can so that I won't regret. I mean, we talk about it. If we don't give up, failing is just stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, middle stages.
We have to try so that we can fail. Because even in things like I've done horseback riding, archery, climbing, ice skating, if you name a sport, I've probably done it. But when you train for these things, you actually want to fall. You want to fail. You fail on purpose or fall on purpose. So like when I'm like bouldering, I purposely force myself to fall so I know what it feels like. I know how to fall safely and I know how to get back up again. And I eliminate the mental block of, oh, I have to stay on the cliff or everything is gonna be horrible. And you get over that mental block when you just force yourself to fall. Same with like ice skating. You like, I would go so fast that I forced myself to fall and I realized, oh, it's not that bad.
You're
it's
not
okay.
falling. You're not
Exactly.
falling. Yeah.
And then so you just keep falling over and over again until you build up the mental capacity to be like, okay, not terrible.
You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is so wise.
Yeah. What are some concrete ways that we've failed so far? Examples. We're going to go into the T.
T?
Yes.
Concrete way of us failing.
Yeah. I have so many too.
Okay, you start.
So it's been a year. Has it been a year and a half? Like a year and a third.
Depends on when you count the timing. We incorporated in October 10.
Oh, okay. So it's been a year.
Okay,
it's been a year.
Yeah.
We still don't have a product. We're still building.
Mm-hmm.
We're still building, designing, recruiting, iterating. And every time I get on the phone with anyone, I get the question that I love, which is, when are you launching? I love this question. I love this question to the depths of my soul. I remember we were going through this stage where we were sprinting towards, we've built multiple prototypes, so it's not like we have nothing, but when we were sprinting to the last prototype, I remember not sleeping, not eating. My mental health was just horrible. And I felt like maybe I should just give up or try something else, because I thought, okay, I don't know if I have it in me to keep doing this. And it's just like so many sacrifices that you have to make. And I think sometimes, okay, what am I doing this for? But then I'm really proud and grateful that we've continued, because I've learned so much, that things I couldn't learn in a college classroom or anywhere else. You learn just by experiencing it and doing it. Maybe there is no such thing as failure. That's kind of like what you learn after you fall anyways, is it hurts, it's painful, but it's not the end of the world.
But you know what? I respect people when yesterday they're like, oh, I just want to give up. This is so freaking hard. And they wake up and they still work their ass off to not giving up.
I think the most progress is made not in the pretty happy moments, but in the boring, painful moments.
Yes. And so for entrepreneurs who are successful and get out of this, I respect you. I respect you a lot.
I respect you too.
Yeah.
I see it. I think that's why we're in one of the coolest industries in the world, because it's one of the industries, at least that I can name on the top of my head, that applauds failure, applauds trying, applauds giving a fuck. Yeah. Versus I know a lot of other industries, like the one I was coming out of, law, or I know a lot of people are in medicine. There's higher bar for success where it makes it feel impossible to fail. It makes it feel like you have to be perfect. You have to perform without mistakes. So I think that's something I'm really grateful for, at least, that I have this place to try.
And people be kind.
Yes.
When you fail.
Mm-hmm. I think of all the things that have happened, I think team building is hard, recruiting is hard, payroll is hard, finances are hard, fundraising, everything. And then not to mention the technical side and the product. But I can at least say that I've had fun doing this, and I've had a community around me that I feel like I belong to. And I know they have my back. And same with you. So that's been really,
Rewarding.
yeah, it's like the gift of a lifetime. I'll always have these memories. And that's also why I think we're recording this right now and not after the imaginary milestone of a seed round or launch, or, you know, those like milestones that you have in your mind of, okay, when I hit this goal, I'm successful. Mm-hmm. Like, I think just by doing this, we're changing our internal barometer of success, because if we wait until this one day when everything is okay and launched and polished, we might never be happy. It might never happen. Happiness is a choice. And happiness and pain can exist together. They're not separate things. You can feel pain and exertion, like when you're exercising or running or doing something difficult. But you can also feel really happy and euphoric, or maybe not necessarily happy, but good, proud, all of those things.
Yeah, same with like, if your life is overwhelmed and just there's so much going on, but you have a choice to be present with one single task in front of you or the people in front of you. If you keep yourself grounded, it will be easier to live and go with life than just having the storm control you.
Mm-hmm. And I think I like that we're talking about this not as experts or as this is what you should do, but just from our own experience, because I definitely think like this is the beginning. I don't think that I'm ever going to feel like I know everything or I've made it or anything like that, but I'm trying.
Manifesting.
Yeah, it's like, even if this episode is not perfect or I don't like it or for whatever reason, it's just
we just
like,
need to fail fast.
Exactly. Like, and I think just by doing it, like we could sit in our rooms and imagine doing a podcast, but that's so different from actually doing the podcast.
Yes.
So like
even it take us 2 hours to set up this beautiful back corner. It's okay. It still feel better than lying on the bed and just imagining.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to answer some of the burning questions that I have in the envelope?
Let's do it. And the winner is the ASMR moment. What's one mistake we made early that cost us time, money, or energy? And what did we learn from it?
Oh my gosh. I think definitely like one thing is we should do marketing earlier and just don't have to wait to have like a perfect content, the perfect angle. Just put it out of the raw thing.
Which is kind of ironic because we've done everything in our everything possible to make this setup as perfect as possible.
Yeah. We could just do a podcast in our restroom, bro. Like, I mean, we did.
We did do that. We check out. I think it's episode 2.
I don't know.
We did an episode in the bathtub, with like fully clothed.
What are you imagining doing podcast without clothes?
I just wanted to make it
Disclaimer.
explicit. Yes, yes.
Okay.
For the other version, you can go to you can go to moodroom.me.
Penny.
Yes.
One mistake. What, do you have any mistake that you want to share?
Yes. I would say the thing that costed us the most time, money, and energy was me refusing to have confidence in myself and thinking that I was inadequate and incomplete and that I couldn't trust my own decisions or my own compass in life. So that mindset alone delayed us a lot. I own that. I take accountability for that because I spent so long trying to find the perfect people that would be a good fit for the team who could design Moodroom. I wanted to find someone who was a really talented designer who could make everything look and feel and run as good as I have it in my mind. And I thought, okay, I have to find this person. Or I guess like same with like other aspects of the startup too. I didn't trust myself to make those decisions or do the work. I've probably worked with at least 5 or 6 designers by now, and none of them worked out.
They were all great, but then they cannot transform the vision or what you want.
They couldn't do it. Point blank, they couldn't do it. I finally woke up one morning and I was so angry. I was angry at the world. I was angry at myself. I was angry because I thought, I have this dream, I have this vision, but why can't I make it happen? Why are we still treading water and not going anywhere? And so I took that anger and I sat down and I said, you know what? I'm just going to design it myself because I think I know what this needs to be, and I've put in the work. I know that this is a logical process. It's not like magic. There's concrete steps that you can take to make something happen. And so I did, and I started to listen to myself. I think the other thing was having too many mentors.
Oh.
I think having a lot of mentors, I'm very grateful. I'm so grateful for all my mentors. But I had so many voices in my periphery for this entire duration of building the startup that I was constantly having to filter out who to listen to and what advice to take and what to do with that advice and what was I doing wrong, what was I doing right, versus just focusing on the goal of what needs to be done, why am I doing this, and actually listening to my own thoughts and what I wanted and what I believe is right. And so having that conviction, I think, is what's giving me the confidence to move forward and to own my mistakes and own my decisions, versus we lost a lot of time because I just didn't have it together and I didn't trust or love myself. And I think I had to patch up my own faults and my own misgivings before I could extend it to the team. And now that I've looked at myself in the eye and said, okay, I trust you, let's do this, I'm finally able to really like face the fear and move through it.
How does it feel to finally think like you own this?
It feels good. I think that's also why I was really angry, because I was like, why did it take me so goddamn long to be okay with myself? And honestly, I'm still not in many ways. Like, there's so much about me that I don't know. I feel like I'm just starting to get to know myself. And I think it's a process. I think it's kind of like dating in a way, where it takes time to get to know someone and learn what you like and what you don't like and how you think and what makes you the best version of you versus what makes you the worst version of you. I'm so sleepy.
Okay, sleepy. Let's hope this question will wake you up a bit. Okay. What surprised you most about managing people for the first time? Because you just graduated, right? And then you just jump on this startup. So what surprised you the most?
That is a good question. So this is interesting. I think about this a lot because I think in a startup or any company, we think of the hierarchy from top down. And I actually think it's the opposite. I think that as the CEO or as someone in a leadership position, you are actually learning from everyone above you. So from the people doing the work. Before, I thought, oh, I have to have everything together. I have to know everything. But the truth is that you don't. You just need to know enough to ask the right questions and be courageous enough to be seen as a fool sometimes and ask the questions that are maybe obvious, but those questions will let you learn more than you ever could just hiding behind some veneer. So I've learned to learn from and be mentored by the people who quote unquote work for me. Like, I don't really see a hierarchy, but I see myself, if there is one, I see myself learning from the people doing the work. So actually learning about 3D modeling or game development, like knowing that I'm not the expert, but with a beginner's mind, I can go and become this sponge where I just take in everything that's happening around me, and then I know enough to be able to maneuver and coordinate everyone else. I think too, learning my own role and what it means to be a founder, because before I thought, oh, this means that I have to do everything. I have to design, I have to develop, I have to do marketing, but actually it took a lot to say, I need to step back. Learning that, okay, I'm not a coder. Like I have to like let someone else do it better than me. Like I have to just learn how to orchestrate. Yeah, I have to find people who can do it better than I can, but I have to keep the vision in mind and be able to piece people together and coordinate everything. It's kind of funny where it's like you're going back and forth with someone and it's like, oh, did you get this done yet? And they're like, oh, did you get this done yet? And then they like push it back on you. So I think it's like a lot of pushing things back and forth a little bit. It's kind of funny, like you just having this like staring contest with like the developer and you're like, hey, like, did you get this build done yet? And he's like, did you get me the designs yet? And then you're like, did you optimize the code first? And they're like, okay, but did you fix that one element first? And then you're like, but before I can do that, I need you to send me the updated. So it's like, it's going on and on and on. And I think that being able to at least have that conversation keeps the momentum going versus just like both sides are sitting there like, so I think like also like setting this culture of like, you can make mistakes and you don't have to know everything, but be willing to go and talk to the people around you to figure it out.
I learned that managing people is also about managing their goal and what they desire to get out of this. And how to balance it with the overall goal for your startup too. Like I didn't know managing people is that hard. And takes so much time.
Yeah, like 10 people, 5 different time zones. Sometimes I don't know what time it is.
5 different time zones?
Yeah,
I work. Gosh.
Well, like, because you're like, for product,
okay,
we operate over 5 different time zones.
Okay, list it.
PST, EST, Indian. Vietnam, Russia, Ukraine, India. Oh, so it's 6.
Oh, well.
Sure.
Next question.
Also, can we cut a lot of this?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, we talk about being imperfect and showing up perfectly, or not having to show up perfectly, but we do everything in our power to still be perfect.
Yes.
So, okay.
Okay. She liked this question.
We have one. Oh gosh. Okay. How do we balance being founders, building a mental health app, with the reality that building a startup isn't always good for your mental health?
My favorite quote is, you need a strong mental health to build a mental health startup. I am the most happiest person, positive person ever, okay?
Yeah, you're pretty optimistic.
Very optimistic. Whenever there's a bad thing happen, I'm like, I'm fine. Like I always try to keep things like in a very positive level, but startups gives me anxiety. Like I never have anxiety in my life. And since joining this startup, I begin to have anxiety. Can we put on the background music? Anxiety. Join me.
Yes. Well, I'll ask the editor to add that in. Hey, editor, can you add that in?
Okay.
I think this is a good question because this whole time I thought that my mental health was an impediment to my ability to get things done. I thought that it was a distraction, a secondary thing that I had to get rid of before I could function and do the things I wanted to do. I thought I had to resolve everything or recover, I suppose, and then do everything that I'm trying to do. But it's so ironic because that's exactly what we're trying to solve. The whole time I've just been ignoring my own internal world while trying to just brute force. Like I think that the principles that I've used to build a startup, I thought was fundamentally different from how I would take care of my own mental health. I just thought, okay, I need to push past this and just do it. And
You ignore your emotions to be able to be successful.
yeah, I ignored my emotions so that I could build an app that helps you manage your emotions.
Yeah. Period.
Yeah. But I think that what we're trying to do is it's not just about managing your emotions or getting past them, but being able to face them. And I think that being able to do that and being willing to do that has helped a lot. Even like the design, everything that I make is informed by my own experiences, people that I talk to, therapists, trying to solve this problem that I experience every day.
I think what I noticed between us is like we ignore emotions and then we burn out. Remember the trip that you go to San Francisco? You were so happy. I think you were so burned out before the trip that when you give yourself a break, you were so happy. When you're back, you were really like a new person. Same with me. I got burned out because I ignored my emotions, and at one point, it just calm and collect is dead. And I just spent a day living in a hotel, and I was so happy. No one around me. I'm just in that hotel room ordering cocktails, watching movie, and I'm like, I needed this.
I love how our definitions of vacations are so different. I don't think I would do that.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I think that's so you though. I love that for you. I think the irony of trying to build something that you are also facing and experiencing is that it forces you to also solve your own problems. So for me, I realized that I was trying so hard to help other people and make a difference in the world around me that I forgot about also turn everything around and say, okay, but how do I change things for one person, starting with me? I'm always helping other people think through things, but then I'm so mean to myself about everything.
I used to think if I'm strong enough and I'm capable enough, I can just surpass these emotions and move on. I guess I'm not strong enough.
No, don't say that.
Well,
Because
yes, the moral of the
yeah,
because
I think strength is not feeling emotions, but feeling emotions and being able to accept them or move through them, or to see that, okay, I'm maybe feeling sad or angry, but that doesn't define me, and I can still do everything I want to do at the same time. Yeah.
Am I taking Saya's seat?
yes. So Saya is having a bathroom break.
Very important. I'm Alexis Ho. I'm a friend of Moodroom and also a fellow builder. I'm at a product for a company called Focused Space, so also kind of building in the mental health well-being space. And I was just sitting over there watching and nodding along to a lot of what you guys were saying. My question was, how do you pour into yourselves to recharge and find joy? You know, like obviously it's hard. We all know that. But how are you? Yeah. What's bringing you joy right now?
Well, I recently have a hobby that I developed.
I love hearing about people's hobbies. So
Because I used to think I cannot afford having a hobby, okay? I have a full-time job, a startup to build, my life and my family life. I cannot, that's so much. Recently, when I need emotional support, I will go to Nordstrom and smell perfume.
Oh, I love that. Sensory things are really
Sensory
grounding.
thing.
Yeah, I love that.
I smell
It's free too.
It's
the
free
smell.
too.
First smell's free.
Yes, and there's so many stories that I imagine after smelling the perfume. My favorite one right now is Tom Ford Ombre Leather. Because when you smell it, you feel like you are a strong, capable woman. Like whenever you feel low or you feel vulnerable or you feel like you need a shoulder, a shoulder to cry on, but then you don't have anybody. You don't have boyfriend, you don't have husband, you don't have a shoulder to cry on. You spray that perfume and you're like, I got this.
I love that. Nordstrom's gonna be like, why are there like lines of dozens of people lining up to smell all of our perfumes today, and then just walking out the door? You know.
What about yours?
I'm into hobbies right now too, and also I think that's totally great. Really, that's actually I think really important advice for all founders. Actually, our CEO, she's a big dancer, hip hop and heels, and she's a mom and like runs a startup, so she's very busy. But like she carves out the time to practice and do that, and I've seen that have a huge impact on her motivation. And for me, I've been doing a lot of like drawing in the evenings. Again, like trying to stop the scroll habit. So I have this big like map I'm working on. So I just like a fantasy map. So I'm like just adding like new areas to the map. Last night I made a little like wooden elf village, and there's like a beach area. Might do like a cloud castle, but yeah, I don't know. So but it's something I look forward to doing in the evenings, and that's been like such a nice transition activity before sleep. So yeah.
Balancing your brain with
Slowing it down because it's very fast, you know, during the day, millions of decisions to make and stresses. So I find it like super grounding. What about you, Saya? What are your got any hobbies or former hobbies that you want to get back to if you're not doing it now?
I like to move, so I think I try to gym a lot, and I like to go for long hikes in the woods alone.
Alone?
Yeah.
Can you like text me when before and after you go?
Yeah, it was funny because my mom was like, "Where'd you go today?" And I was like, "I went for a hike." And she was like, "Who do you go with?" I was like, "Alone, obviously." But yeah, I like long hikes in the woods. I like swimming too. Yeah, I love matcha too.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Sarah found the best matcha brand. Affordable because we're Asian. But the color is so vibrant and it tastes exactly like good matcha.
I'm gonna have to try.
Sorry, keep
I'll make more matcha for us next time. That was a good question.
Yeah, I mean it's the only thing that's sustained me. I've been working on Focus Space for like 4 years now, something like that. So if you don't figure out how to pour joy into your life while doing something hard, it does not last very long.
Yes.
And on that note, this podcast will also not last long. So if you want to see more of Alexis and her take on things, come back and see our next episode. We're going to continue to interview other founders, creatives, cool, interesting people, and it's just going to be a good time. We're going to try our best to make the most content for you. I'm running out of words because I'm tired, and it took longer to set this up than it did filming it. So please give this video a like. At least one.